The number one thing which each one of us here on planet Earth is after is happiness. Happiness is the thing, happiness is the goal. The reason why we have financial goals, academic goals, career goals, the reason why we have emotional goals, social goals, just we can list them as many as we can, is to have happiness, or the end product of achieving those goals, or when we have those goals with us, is so that we can be happy. And we associate achieving those goals with fulfillment, satisfaction, which is very true, and sometimes sense of identity, which gives us self-esteem, which makes us believe we are more worth and more valuable to ourselves and to those people around us. And guess what? That is very right. But now, what brings happiness? I have come to discover it's two things: growth and progress. Whenever you are growing financially, spiritually, socially, in any area of your life, and you are progressing in the same, I want to tell you, you are always happy, because, like, you can account for your productivity the period you are here on planet Earth. And you see, growth and progress brings forth change, brings forth advancement, development. And it is in growth and progress where we are able to meet all our needs, the needs of our loved ones, the needs of those that are in leadership. It is in growth and progress where we can impress those that we work under. Now, why is it that growth and progress is something which naturally the organizations which have employed us, and even us ourselves as individuals, we usually demand from ourselves, and organizations or maybe our employers usually demand growth and progress even from us. Now, I came to discover this is the reason. Now, let's go to the Bible. When God created everything here on earth from day one to the last day, anything that is spoke to that particular thing which is spoke to became what God spoke, or manifested God's word in reality. When he told the sea to give forth, or in the sea let there appear sea creatures, that happened. When he told the earth, or when he said at the earth let there appear living creatures, that happened. When he said let there be the sun to give light, that happened. When he separated the firmament, that is waters below and waters above, with the firmament which he called heaven, that happened. Now, what did God do when he was creating man? He created man in his own image and likeness. Now, guess the words which he spoke to man, which man had to become or has to become, just the way the other things became when God spoke. These are the words. The Bible says that God blessed man, that is, man and woman, and he told them, be fruitful, multiply, subdue the earth, dominate everything on earth. Therefore, those words being the words which came from God to man, naturally, God put in man natural ability to be fruitful, to multiply, to subdue everything around man, and to dominate every situation around man. And I want to tell you, what brings growth and progress in life is fruitfulness in any area of your life, is multiplication, ability to multiply what you are fruitful at, and it's subduing that area and dominating that area. Because when you are growing, when you are progressing, which comes from being fruitful and multiplying, what happens is you gain control over that particular area of your life. For example, if it's finances, you are growing and you are progressing financially, and that will you'll get when you have found a means to, like, be fruitful financially and multiply your finances, which you have already been fruitful at. Now, what that gives you is ability to subdue anything which has to be handled by finances, ability to dominate every space, every place, every need which has to be answered by money or by finances. And the same applies to every other realm of life. If it's socially, your ability to be fruitful socially, like having the wisdom to interact with people, to interact with your children, to interact with your spouse, having the wisdom to interact with people in business, and ability to multiply that wisdom such that you can not only interact with your family well, with business people well, you can also interact with leaders, you can also interact with people from different communities well. Now, when you have been fruitful in the same, multiplied in the same, you gain dominion in the social world. And the same will apply even in sports, even in different skills. Therefore, from today, our desire, our admiration, our ambition to be in control of every situation in our life, to grow and progress, that is natural. It was spoken in us. Therefore, what should we do so that we can gain growth and progress in life? Or so that we can be fruitful, we can multiply, we can subdue every situation around us. This is number one thing we have to do, is turn to God and tell God, you spoke in us fruitfulness, multiplication, ability to subdue and dominate. Therefore, God spark within us creativity, abilities, strength, and everything which you put in us in a unique way, so that we can rise to fruitfulness, multiplication, ability to subdue, and dominion. That is point number one. Point number two is finding time to believe that we are who God created us to be. And this means when challenges come, by the way, God having created us to be fruitful, multiply, subdue, and have dominion does not mean challenges will not come. In fact, He spoke those words in us so that when challenges come, they can find us, we have what it takes to overcome them, which is the ability to be fruitful, multiply, subdue the earth, and dominate the earth. Therefore, when a challenge comes, you have the creativity within you to tackle it. When a challenge is thrown at you, maybe it's targets which you have to meet at job, already God has put in you every strength you need, every creativity you need to meet those targets, to solve that conflict. So from today, I would urge all of us to believe that God created us naturally to grow and progress and therefore result to happiness. So from today, know you are one who is fruitful, who can multiply, who can subdue every situation around them, and who can dominate the entire world. Thank you. Dominator.